Right, so I have here the Nothing OS 3 beta. Here's what I love about it, and here's how to install it. Right, so just to get the simple things out of the way, this is based on Android 15. So that means that predictive back animations are compulsory for supported apps, which I think it looks pretty great. One big change that I noticed while going into this is that there's significantly less use of the N-Dot font. If you don't know what N-Dot is, it's basically Nothing's dot matrix font. You know, it looks cool, but it's not exactly the most readable font. So they've changed it out for this serif font. So basically everywhere where N-Dot used to be, most of them will be replaced with this new serif. However, N-Dot isn't completely dead. It's still sticking around, but it's in different places. Like animations, the fingerprint sensor animation, the charging animation, and the new weather app. 2 of the 3 haven't shipped yet, but this new fingerprint animation is pretty cool. Now, after 3 years of having suffered with the Roboto font on Nothing OS, we're now treated to this new font called Inter. Now, it isn't stock out of the box as Inter, you have to go into the fonts and switch it, but it definitely looks better than the stupid old Roboto font. Here's my favorite bit, the lock screen, which means, yes, Nothing OS has now this customizable lock screen. I just kind of wish you could make some of them smaller or like change the size of it, because this first one is gigantic and it fills up the top of your screen. So I wish you could like scale it down a little bit so that it's not like spanning across the entire display. Comment down below which one you love the most, because personally I'm sticking to these 3, but maybe you have a different preference. The lock screen widgets also get an upgrade where now you can expand the widget area and place even more widgets. So instead of a regular 2x4 grid, you can get rid of the clock and make it a 4x4 grid. Now here's the app drawer, which can now be split into different sections instead of just sticking to, you know, the regular long list of apps. Here's another good one, the new control center. So in previous Nothing OSs, people used to complain, hey, why can't we change the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on the top to other things? Or why do we have to take up these giant space-consuming little chunks there that just stay there static? Well, you can now change that, and it's all completely customizable. You can make it smaller or bigger, which is nice, which means you can get more toggles on one page. There's a new toggle for your ring and vibrate switch, which makes it so that you can just quickly change to which one you want instead of having to tap through the menu of all 3. The brightness slider is also larger and more downwards on the UI, so your hand can reach it better. There's also an auto brightness button integrated into the slider, so there's that. But now it's an actual button standalone. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like Material U is kind of penetrating more into the OS itself. Instead of being more monochrome, there's now a hint of color in it, which is nice. It's still relatively monochromatic, but things feel a bit more green with my wallpaper or red with yours. Now, bugs do exist. It's nothing that'll crash the entire phone, but some apps may not work. For me, I've discovered that Beeper just completely refuses to work. Anyway, here's how to install the beta. What you're going to do is you want to go to the Nothing community link that I'll put in the comments and the description. They have this APK file that you'll download. Once that's downloaded, you can just go into settings, go into system, scroll all the way down through system, and there'll be update to beta. Click that and just install from there. However, it's only currently applicable to the Nothing Phone 2A, but it's gonna hit the Nothing Phone 2 in November, and in December it's gonna hit Nothing Phone 1, 2A Plus, and CMF Phone 1. So that's right before stable release. So that means if you're a Nothing Phone 2A Plus user, joke's on you. Kidding. Anyway, that's all from me today. I feel like Nothing OS 3 is pretty cool, so comment down below what's your favorite part of OS 3 and just tell me, are you gonna hop on the beta or not? See you guys in the next one. Have fun.